what brings up for the water utilities, what benefit it brings while they're investing in women. So we, through the researchers or the field trips or the lessons learned from the projects that we've implemented in water, we can conclude that there is a business case for increasing economic returns if the utilities do invest or encourage women work in the water sector. The UN studies shows similar results, and also there are benefits for women of improved access to water, because if they have access to water in their households, then they spend less time to have to go and collect water from somewhere else, which in turn means that they have more free time to look for jobs to support their family, therefore more income, therefore more economic productivity, etc. and etc. So I know that this is a quite bold statement to make today, because in the Vietnamese water sector, it's very much dominant by male, and I do apologize for my male colleagues here in the room, but we see that for the water utilities that employ more women, they're actually operating more profitably. As a result, we have developed the DFED gender strategy in Vietnam, which very much builds on what we already had, which DFED gender equality and women empowerment strategy. It's a global strategy launched by our foreign minister, and with the target of 80% of all programs must have, regardless of the objective, must have a gender integrated or mainstreamed in the programs. The Hanoi Post in particular has made a commitment that 100% of our initiative, regardless of the objective, will have a gender issue in there. So the Australian-Vietnam Gender Equality Strategy was launched in 2016, and it supports and very much in line with Vietnam National Gender Equality Strategy. It covers Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City Post, and it's aligned very much with the DFED gender strategy which I have described. It has 3 pillars: enhancing women economic empowerment, promoting women in leadership and decision making, and ending violence against women and girls. And we follow the twin track approach, which means that we will have a targeted program which specifically tackles the issue of gender equality. We already have one. About 50% of our annual allocation budget has been over $30 million, has been reserved for Also for Equality program, which focus on promoting women economic empowerment in Lao Cai and Sơn La provinces of Vietnam, and through the mainstream approach, which means that we consider gender is a cross-cutting issue. It should be integrated in every single program that we deliver in the country. So the gender equality change of state, which means that what we're trying to achieve, or what's the outcome of that gender equality strategy that we're trying to deliver in Vietnam. So out of the 10 outcomes or change of state, we see that there are at least 3 that the water sector can bring. It's encouraged share of women-headed business and reduction in gender-based labor productivity gaps. The second one is that increase the representation of women in political leadership and decision-making positions at all levels. And the last one is very important, not least important, is that introduction and expansion of better policies and financial incentive for women-led small and medium enterprises. And that this is the objective that we will try to deliver through our future investment in water. It's our Also Water program, a 5-year investment, $21.5 million. Hopefully we will sign up very soon this year to be able to be implemented next year. So I really hope through the discussion here today, we might come up with more revolutionary ideas. How can we actually bring more women in the water sector? And I'm very keen and look forward very much to hear from every single of you during the discussion.